My beloved child, I am your joy. These simple words have the power to transform your heart and fill your mind with hope. I am always by your side, ready to strengthen you when you feel weak and to comfort you when you feel alone. My presence never leaves you, no matter what your circumstances might look like on the outside. If you trust in me and open your heart, you will sense the steady warmth of my joy in your life. Try whispering, "Jesus, you are my joy," and watch as my light begins to shine, not only around you, but deep within you as well. I want you to remember all that I have done for you. I came to earth in human form, walked among you, and showed you the depth of my love by laying down my life so you could have everlasting hope. Every step I took was guided by love for you and for all humanity. When you pause to reflect on this sacrifice, you will be lifted above the challenges you face each day. You are not meant to stay burdened or discouraged. I have given you my Holy Spirit to empower you, to help you rise above every storm, and to fill you with confidence in my promises. When you became my follower, I placed my Spirit within you, a limitless helper who pours divine strength into your soul. You are never truly alone. Remember that I promised to return for you, to bring you into the fullness of my kingdom, where you will live with me forever. Let this truth remind you that no darkness on earth can overshadow the hope I have placed in your heart. Even when your situation feels daunting, set your eyes on me and let my perspective brighten your path. Begin each day with gratitude, thanking me for every blessing, both big and small. As you do, my joy will well up within you, pushing out fear and anxiety. Imagine yourself in my presence, hearing me softly say, "Beloved, I am your joy." Let these words anchor you when trials come, for I am the steady foundation underneath your feet. Turn to me when your thoughts grow heavy or your days seem long. I will renew your spirit and bring you fresh courage. Never forget that my love for you is unending and all-encompassing. With me at your side, there is no limit to the peace and joy you can experience. I am the one who gives strength to the weary, and I am the one who turns sorrow into dancing. Take my hand, trust my heart, and believe in my promises. Rest now, knowing that I cherish you and that I am, and will always be, your joy. Listen closely, my child. Fix your gaze upon me, for I am your refuge and your fortress. In my hands, you are safe, protected by a love that never weakens and never fails. I have always been present in your life, walking beside you in every season and circumstance. Even now, as you navigate this challenging time, remember that seasons of hardship will pass and fresh hope will arise. Do not surrender to anxiety or allow doubt to consume your thoughts. Instead, lift your eyes to me, for I hold all things in my hands, and my wisdom sees beyond your current situation. Hold fast to this truth. Since the beginning of your story, I have loved you with an unending love. Through my unwavering commitment, I give you the power to climb out of the pit of despair and to fill your heart with genuine joy, joy that transcends your circumstances. In me alone, you find lasting happiness and peace. Whenever the storms of life roar on the outside, trust in my word. Let my promises illuminate your path, just as a lantern brightens the darkest night. Many voices in this world might insist that you will fail, but know this: my word speaks louder, reassuring you that I am with you through every challenge. I hold you close when the winds rage, and I shield you when the skies darken. When sorrow weighs heavily upon your soul, bring it all to me. Pour out every tear you have locked away, for I am always listening and ready to comfort you. Your life is exceedingly precious to me, more than you can comprehend. The same way I have come to your rescue before, I will continue to deliver you now and in every moment yet to come. Day by day, I will reveal my deep affection for you, whether through answered prayer, a timely encouragement, or a door that opens just when you need it most. Never doubt my presence. I stand guard over your life, watching you with a protective eye, fighting on your behalf, and meeting the needs of your heart. I send forth my angels to act on my instructions, orchestrating events in ways you may not even see, to bring my plans for you to fulfillment. I delight in your faith, especially when you trust me enough to voice your desires. Some people might say that seeking me only to request a blessing is wrong, but I say, seek me with all your heart, share your joys and your sorrows, and know that I will handle the details. You will find that as you truly draw near to me, I not only satisfy your requests, but also touch parts of your life you never knew needed healing. You will discover that even before you utter a word, I am fully aware of everything stirring in your spirit. It is never in vain when you humbly ask me for my help. The steady rhythm of your faith brings me joy, and I treasure how you have learned to wait for my perfect timing, rather than giving up when answers are delayed. Your patience is a beautiful reflection of trust in my better plan. I am strengthening you this very moment. Let your heart fill with courage and determination. Do not allow sorrow to become your permanent companion, for you have my promise that joy will return like the morning light chasing away the night. In my own time, I will replace your tears with laughter and renew your soul with gladness that cannot be shaken by life's storms. Remember, my love for you is eternal. It predates your failures, overshadows your regrets, and covers your every need. My child, I'm holding you in my everlasting arms. When you feel that the darkness around you is closing in, call out to me, and I will show you rays of hope that pierce even the heaviest clouds. Let my presence be your anchor when life's waves threaten to overwhelm you, and let my promises be the songs you sing at midnight, turning your despair into worship. I have heard every silent cry of your heart, and I assure you that I am already at work. Trust that you are seen, known, and treasured beyond measure. Open your heart wider than before. Allow my grace to flow in and refresh your soul. Receive the fullness of my favor and believe that nothing is impossible when I am by your side. Let your faith spark the kind of expectancy that leads you to celebrate even before you see results. Learn to rest in my sovereignty, confident that I orchestrate every chapter of your life with loving intention. You are never beyond my reach, never beyond my mercy. I am your eternal rock, ready to steady you whenever you feel like stumbling. And when your hope seems dim, let my voice gently remind you. My beloved child, I have cherished you from the start. I have a plan for you, plans to prosper you in ways you cannot yet imagine. My goodness covers your life like a shield, and my holiness lights your path. Through the calm and the chaos, I remain the same, your unwavering support. Let gratitude fill your heart, for I am the one who renews your strength and restores your joy. Yes, sorrow may endure for a night, but my presence brings a dawn of rejoicing. My beloved child, as the first rays of dawn break through the darkness, I want you to pause and remember, I heard every word of your prayer last night. When you cried into your pillow, heavy with fear and uncertainty, I was there, gathering each tear as a precious offering. You asked me for encouragement, strength, peace, and security to confront the many trials you see looming in your future. Take a moment now to notice the gift I have given you, this new day, because you opened your eyes, and here you are, with fresh resolve in your heart and renewed courage in your spirit. The weariness you felt only hours ago has been replaced by the confidence to stand firm against whatever challenges may arise. Yesterday, your heart trembled under the weight of worry, and your mind raced with what-ifs. But behold how quickly things can shift when you entrust your fears to me. Now you feel strong, as if a surge of boldness has coursed through your veins, replacing fear with faith and cowardice with courage. No longer paralyzed by the dread of what might happen, you are ready to take on the giants standing before you. Remember that it is I who place this fervent desire for victory in your spirit. When you trust in my power, you can scale any mountain, cross any valley, and overthrow any threat. Never forget that I am the one who has brought you this far, guiding your every step and fortifying you when it seemed you had no strength left. Listen closely. No obstacle is too colossal when held up next to my limitless might. Indeed, I walk with you through each trial, from the smallest difficulty to the fiercest battle. Even when the shadows of uncertainty try to linger, my presence will never leave your side. I have loved you since before you drew your first breath, and my love remains unwavering through every season of your life. Through me, you are more than a conqueror, for I have invested in you the authority and resilience to triumph over every adversary. Let this truth echo in your heart. Every giant that threatens you has already lost the battle, for I go before you, leveling what seems insurmountable and infusing you with the courage you need. The confidence and determination necessary for victory are not traits you must find on your own. They come from me, a wellspring of divine strength within your soul. Your goal is not merely to survive life's hardships, but to walk in fullness, experiencing peace and abundance that come from a heart wholly aligned with mine. Right now, focus your attention on me instead of on the troubles clamoring for your gaze. In the natural, difficulties may appear overwhelming, but I assure you, my power always surpasses them. Nurture your faith by feasting on my word. Reflect on the promises I have made to you, promises that stand unshaken by time or circumstance. Fill your thoughts with my truth, and fear will have no room to linger. When my presence resides deep within your heart, you carry a confidence that defies human logic. Boldly facing any challenge, certain that in me you will taste victory again and again. Stand tall and forge ahead with a spirit strengthened by my unending love for you. As this day unfolds, talk to me often. Share your thoughts, your hopes, your triumphs, and even your struggles. I long to hear your voice, and in return, I will pour out my blessings upon you in a special way, unique expressions of my devotion that cater to the very needs of your soul. Keep walking forward. Let each step be fueled by the power of my Holy Spirit, so that in every contest, you will emerge undefeated. You are far from weak. In fact, you are robust in faith because my love empowers you. No height nor depth can separate you from this love that I have freely given. Believe this above all else. Nothing is impossible for those who embrace faith. Even when daunting challenges loom like towering giants, remember that I stand beside you, resolute and unshakable, ready to carry you when you can't go on. My spirit is your defender, your shield, and your banner of victory. Do not let voices of doubt convince you otherwise. Keep your eyes on me and keep your heart inclined to my whisper. In your quiet moments, listen closely, and you'll recognize my guidance. Step by step, day by day. Be encouraged. As surely as the sun rises, I am with you through every moment of your journey. I see every detail of your heart, every hidden hope, every silent cry. Stand firm in the promise that I will be faithful to complete the good work I began in you. Now, take up the courage I've placed in you. Square your shoulders, lift your head, and go forth into the day, secured by my unwavering promise. You do not walk alone. My angels stand at your side, and my spirit dwells within you. Be at peace, my beloved, for this battle is already won in my name. Yes, rise again. If you stumble, I will lift you. If you falter, I will steady you. At the close of this day, when the sky transitions to dusk, come to me once more. Let your soul speak to mine about your victories, your challenges, and your prayers yet to be answered. I'm eager to give you rest for the night and fresh mercies for the morning. Above all, never forget, my love for you knows no end, and my power at work in you knows no limit. You are my precious child, designed to overcome. And in my presence, you will always find the strength to face tomorrow. My beloved child, I long for you to invite me fully into your life today. Open every door and window of your heart, allowing my holy presence to flood in like the morning sun that chases away shadows. See, I have already cleansed every corner of your soul, wiping away every stain of imperfection and breathing new life into the hidden rooms of your heart. When my voice echoed through your thoughts, it swept out the dust of doubt, fear, and guilt that had taken root through your suffering. Now stand assured in this truth. You are forgiven, renewed, and set free by my mercy. Let that reality sink deep into your spirit. Yet do not misunderstand. I am not declaring you to be without fault forever or that you will never again face the lure of temptation. You are precious to me, but you remain human. And as a human, you walk daily through a battlefield of trials and tests. I see your fragility, but I also see the potential for courage and strength that I have woven into your very being. If you purpose in your heart to seek me each day, to love me with your entire soul and mind, and surrender your life fully to my will, I will uphold you with my strong, steady hand. I will be your companion, the one who lifts you up every single time you stumble, ready to help you stand again and move forward with hope, no matter how many times you fall. Understand this as well. Though your spirit may be willing, the journey of faith is often marked by conflict with spiritual enemies who have no regard for truth or light. They wait for moments of weakness, times when your guard is down, so they can knock you into the muddy places of shame and confusion. In these moments, they will mock you, hurling accusations to make you believe you've been abandoned. But remember, I never send you into battle alone. My grace and power accompany you, so you can rise from the mud stronger than before. I have prepared cleansing for you even in your darkest moments. Through my love, you will be refreshed, forgiven, and equipped to keep pressing on. There is no stain of failure so deep that I cannot wash it away. This is how it will always be. I do not call you to a life free of challenges. Rather, I call you to follow me through the storms, trusting that I hold the victory in my hands. Your enemies are cunning and relentless, driven by envy and hate. They will try to lure you away from my protection or plant doubts in your mind, so that the peace you feel today slips through your fingers. But do not lose heart, my child. The mantle of victory I have placed over you is not a flimsy covering. It is a shield fashioned by my love and secured by my promise. I have said that you are more than a conqueror through the power of my Spirit. Walk boldly then, knowing that I watch over your every step. When you feel weak, whisper my name and remember how I have led my faithful ones throughout history. Recall how David stood against Goliath, armed not by human might, but by unshakable confidence in me. Recall how the walls of Jericho tumbled when my people obeyed my command and trusted in my plan. That same power dwells with you and within you. Even as the enemy prowls around like a lion seeking whom he may devour, cling to the truth that you belong to me. My child, rest in the knowledge that you do not battle for victory alone. You fight from a position of victory that I have already secured. I urge you to keep your eyes on me and not on the chaos swirling around you. Let my words be the lamp that lights your path, banishing the darkness of lies and confusion. When you feel the weight of your own shortcomings or past mistakes pressing down on your spirit, bring those burdens into my presence. Confess them, lay them at my feet, and watch how swiftly my forgiveness transforms them into testimonies of grace. My love is not fragile. It is strong enough to cover your failures and wash away your regrets. Remind yourself daily, I have not left you for one moment, nor will I ever. My arms are open wide, ready to embrace you no matter how many times you stumble. At times you might wonder why your enemies show no remorse, why their hearts seem hardened, and why their actions are filled with malice. Trust that in my perfect timing, every secret will be brought to light. My justice is not delayed, it is deliberate. Just as I am patient with you, giving you room to grow and learn, I also offer them opportunities to repent. Some choose to remain in darkness, but you, my beloved, continue walking in my light. Their envy only proves that something divine rests upon you, something they can't penetrate, because it's my spirit clothing you in strength. So stand firm in the knowledge that every accusation hurled your way crumbles before my truth. Every assault on your identity falls short because your identity rests securely in me. If you find yourself once more stumbling into the mud, do not hide in shame. Instead, lift your eyes to me immediately, for I am there to wash away the grime and restore your dignity. You will emerge with greater fortitude, carrying a deeper testimony of my redemptive power. Child, do not forget that I delight in guiding you day by day. When you open the doors and windows of your life, your thoughts, your dreams, your hurts, and your hopes to my presence, you allow me to infuse everything with my divine touch. Surrender your anxieties, your need for control, and your fear of tomorrow into my hands. Replace those worries with the promise of my unfailing care. Remember, I am the creator of the heavens and the earth. If I command the waves to be still, how much more can I calm the storms raging in your life? Be of good courage. Come to me in prayer, singing praises from a heart that is both humble and expectant. Know that even in your struggles, I am shaping you to reflect my image more clearly. Every challenge you overcome with my help becomes a new chapter in your story of faith, a testament to my relentless grace. You do not need to strive to earn my favor. You already dwell in it because I call you mine. Therefore, go forward in peace, with the doors of your heart wide open to receive my blessing. Let my spirit dwell richly in every part of your life, illuminating your mind, renewing your emotions, and guiding your decisions. Stand tall, my beloved warrior, knowing that I have anointed you for victory. When the enemy's lies roar around you, rest secure in my promise. I am your strong tower, and no scheme of darkness can tear you from my hand. Yes, you will face battles. Yes, you will stand at times in the midst of turmoil, but never forget, you are already washed clean, already forgiven, already enveloped in my perfect love. So take courage, push forward, and rejoice in the triumph I have prepared for you. My blessing rests upon you this day and every day, as long as you keep your heart open to me. My child, are you listening to my voice? I see your heart, and I know you understand the promises I have made to you. Your greatest desire is to see your family thrive, to watch them stand strong and victorious in this world. You also know that fulfilling this dream will require courage, dedication, and an unwavering faith in me. Take hold of my promises now, because I am poised to bless you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your enemies sense these blessings on the horizon, and that is why they try to discourage or intimidate you. They once looked down on you, dismissing you as weak and inconsequential, but they had no idea how your humble heart would lead you straight into my arms, where you could confess your failings and receive my boundless mercy. Because of that humble confession, I chose to forgive you, restore you, and set you on a path of prosperity, both in your soul and in the tangible circumstances of your life. Yes, I am the one who stands with you every single day. Nothing and no one has the power to overthrow you when you rely on my strength. Even if you temporarily stumble along life's path, I promise to pick you up, wash you off, and help you continue forward. It is my nature to keep my word, and I will not fail you. Your household, even those family members who seem distant, hurting, or far away from faith, will encounter me in a fresh, supernatural way. Just as I once parted the sea for my people to walk through on dry ground, I will open a path of hope for you and your loved ones. There is always a way out, a remedy, a victory, no matter how hopeless the situation may seem. But I want you to pause from your busyness and spend deliberate time with me. In those moments of prayer, I will infuse you with a fresh conviction that you are free from the burdens that have weighed you down, from the debts that loom over you, and from the chains your enemies have attempted to place on your heart. When you speak to me, know that your adversaries are already defeated. They are reduced to shame and will not trouble you again. Yet, to walk consistently in this liberty, you must nourish your soul with my presence every day. That is how you grow in faith, how your trust in my perfect will matures. Let me assure you, I can transform the entire course of your life in a single night. Yet, I often work by uprooting problems at their source rather than merely covering them with a temporary fix. I see that the anxiety you wrestle with stems from a deep root embedded in your past, something you believed was long forgotten. Despite your best efforts to bury it, it has resurfaced, bringing pain and division into your home. My child, trust that I alone can unearth this root and pull it out by my own sovereign hand. Allow me the time to work in my own way. Resist impatience. Remember that a permanent solution requires patience and surrender to my loving process. If the results are not visible in a single day, do not despair. Recall that I am not in the business of quick but shallow remedies. Rather, I aim to heal the very foundation of your wounds. Just as a skilled gardener gently removes a weed by its root, rather than snapping off the surface leaves, so I seek to remove the entire source of your hurt. If you find yourself frustrated or anxious, pause, breathe in. My promises, whisper them back to your soul and let my peace settle upon your heart. Like a calm after the storm, I have guided my children through countless battles in the scriptures. I strengthened David to defeat Goliath, closed the lions' mouths for Daniel, and brought my people through the wilderness into a land of promise. That same power is at work in your life. So, hold on tightly to my words. Let them be a lamp to your feet when the path ahead looks obscured by fear or uncertainty. Even on the darkest days, my light still shines, and it is enough to carry you through. Above all, believe that I am listening, that I have heard your tears, your sighs, and your prayers for your family. Your love for them mirrors the way I feel about you, deep, protective, and longing for your ultimate good. Continue to fight for what is right. Work diligently at what I have placed in your hands, and never cease to anchor yourself in faith. As you do so, my hand will open doors of favor and close doors that lead to harm. Yes, the enemy still seeks to sow doubt and fear. But take heart, my power is infinitely greater, and my love for you is unshakable. In my presence, you can find renewed energy, clarity of thought, and a fresh vision for your future. Cast your cares upon me and remember that I have already paid the highest price to set you free. Let me claim every burden, financial, emotional, spiritual, and transform it into a testimony of redemption and renewal. So rest now, knowing that my promises never fail. Lift your heart in gratitude and prepare yourself for the marvelous works I will perform in your life. When impatience or worry threatens to overwhelm you, run to my presence and let me replace your turmoil with calm assurance. Cling to the knowledge that I am at work beneath the surface, untangling every lie and dismantling every stronghold. I am the God of transformation, and I am writing a story of victory for you and your household. Be at peace, my beloved. I am extending my hand to you right now. Will you take it and allow me to lead you through the valley and into the promised land of hope? Open your heart fully to me, and I will bring forth the resolution you have prayed for. Believe and do not doubt. Your enemies will remain powerless against the plan I have prepared for your life. I am your defense, your provider, your faithful companion, and I will never let you go. Take courage in these truths, abide in my presence daily, and behold what I will accomplish through your faith and obedience. You are not alone. You never have been, and you never will be. My love for you extends beyond every failure, every disappointment, and every fear. Hold on to that love and watch how your life blossoms in ways you never thought possible. My beloved child, you have asked me for freedom from the burdens that weigh on your heart, and I am here to assure you, I will not fail you. Let us begin this journey together today by strengthening the foundation of our relationship. I do not simply desire a few moments of praise when you feel desperate or joyful. I want to see a consistent devotion, a heart that beats with my love day and night, in every dimension of your life. You see, I have already sent a refreshing rain of my holy presence upon everything that concerns you, your home, your work, your family, your dreams. This covering is an open door for you to step in, to encounter the fullness of my power and grace. But to truly experience release from every chain, bondage, and curse, you must fully immerse your soul in the river of my love. The deeper you plunge into my presence, the more you will see your troubles dissolve one by one. And as you come to know me more intimately, you'll discover that I never intended for you to bear these pains alone. Allow me to settle into my rightful place at the very center of your heart, and from there you will watch your fears and frustrations melt away, replaced by unshakable peace. Take just a moment now, close your eyes, breathe in my presence, and feel the warmth of my words. Hear the tenderness flowing from my heart to yours. You have called out to me with a profound need that stirs the depths of your soul. I have shown up to remind you how fiercely I love you. This love of mine does not weaken with time or fade with distance. It endures through every storm and every silent night. In your darkest hours, when you question whether anyone sees your tears, I am right there, wiping them away. Yet I must caution you. Do not allow your fleeting emotions to be the final voice in your life. Emotions can be like the gusts of wind that scatter the grains of wheat, tossing them in every direction. Sometimes your feelings lead you astray, telling you that you are not enough, that you have wasted too many years, that you are falling behind. They whisper that the people you care about are slipping from your grasp, and that I too have abandoned you. My child, none of those thoughts reflect my truth. Whenever those lies rise up, counter them with the bold declaration of my promises. Remember the many seasons you and I have already walked through together. Winters that felt cold and barren, springs bursting with new life and hope. Look back and see how I have upheld you, again and again, providing exactly what you needed in each moment. So even if your faith feels small right now, even if you're convinced the years have gone by without substantial victory, don't let discouragement steal the hope I have placed within you. My word, unlike human emotions, never wavers. It stands firm, ready to anchor you when life's tempests rage. I see you grappling with guilt. Some of it you've taken on yourself, and some has been unfairly placed on you by others. Let those burdens fall away right here in my presence. Let your tears flow, for tears can heal when they are released before me. Don't hide your pain or suppress your questions. I welcome every bit of honesty from your heart. I long for your faith to find its solid footing in my word, so that even when loneliness creeps in, you remain secure in the knowledge that I am right beside you. Pain is a temporary visitor, a messenger that reminds you you're alive. But beyond that moment of pain lies the promised land of healing. Beyond the heat of the desert stands the oasis of my comfort, renewal, and power. So many times in Scripture I have told my children, do not be afraid. Why do I repeat it? So that you'll carve these words deeply into your mind and heart, so deeply that every morning, as you open your eyes, my reminder echoes like a majestic trumpet call. Do not fear, I'm with you. Let those words give you the courage to face each day's challenges. Let them banish the shadows of doubt that loom when circumstances seem impossible. Lean on me, for I am not a distant deity, but a Father who is near, whispering, my precious child, I love you more than you can fathom. If you want to see real change and lasting breakthroughs, do not settle for mere emotional highs. Instead, cultivate a daily rhythm of coming to me, spending time in my word, quieting your heart in prayer, letting praise flow from your lips, and inviting my presence into your simplest routines. Such habits create a fortress around your mind, reinforcing your resilience against the onslaught of negative thoughts and external pressures. When you allow my spirit to renew you day by day, you will be surprised at how quickly anxieties lose their grip and seemingly insurmountable obstacles turn into stepping stones toward a deeper faith. Yes, sometimes you'll see instant miracles, situations transformed overnight. At other times, my work resembles a slow but certain uprooting of weeds that have buried themselves in the soil of your past. Trust that I am thorough. I do not simply want to mask your pain. I want to eliminate its source so it will no longer sabotage your future. I know exactly where to place my hands to gently remove the root of bitterness, fear, or regret. Your part in this process is to wait upon me, to resist impatience, and to remember my promises when doubt creeps in. If you sense frustration rising, pause, inhale my peace, and recount how my faithfulness has sustained you before. In the daytime, let my spirit guide your decisions. In the evening, let my love restore your soul. And through the dark hours of the night, trust that I am still working in ways you cannot see. My commitment to you extends beyond logic or the limitations of the clock. Whether you stand on a mountaintop of praise or find yourself in a valley of shadows, my hand will not release you. Listen again to my heart. You are precious to me. I know your struggles, your unspoken hurts, and your silent dreams, and I am here, closer than your next breath, whispering hope into every chamber of your mind. I have declared that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and I do not speak empty words. When I promise freedom, I mean total liberation. When I promise healing, I mean the kind that permeates your entire being, spirit, soul, and body. My beloved child, I want you to pause for a moment and truly hear the assurance I offer you. In the twists and turns of daily life, in the sudden storms you never saw coming, you do not walk alone. I am with you, holding you steady with my power and infusing you with my strength. My promise is unwavering. My grace is sufficient for every trial, and after the fiercest tempests, peace will surely follow. You will stand tall once again, your heart brimming with joy, your spirit recharged with fresh hope. Rest in me, and know that I have set aside a deep serenity for you, like still waters after a raging sea, so that you may rise up and live your life fully, unafraid of whatever may come. Yet, my dear one, I see how burdensome your worries have become. Anxiety tightens around your mind like a knot, clouding your thoughts with confusion and dread. I long for you to release every weight from your shoulders and hand it over to me. Believe that I truly care about your feelings, your sorrows, your frustrations, your anger, your disappointments. I invite you, right here and now, to surrender each negative emotion into my hands. The more you cling to these emotions, the more space you give them to grow, fueling affliction and darkness. But if you yield them to me, I will trade your heaviness for my comfort and your restlessness for my peace. I know the worries that press in from every corner. You look at your finances and see no improvement. The future appears hazy, and the uncertainty gnaws at your faith like a relentless wind. You're also concerned about your health, wondering if you have the strength to cope with life's demands. Instead of turning these problems over to me, you sometimes replay them in your mind each night and morning, allowing them to grow even larger in your imagination. This endless loop keeps you from discovering the fullness of my presence. If only you would lift these fears to me in prayer, you would experience the release that your soul has been craving. Perhaps the greatest source of your unease is your family, your loved ones, your precious circle. It is natural to feel deeply about those closest to you. My heart resonates with yours, for I too love them beyond measure. But be cautious. Your mind often amplifies every small conflict into a mountain of worry. Let faith stand at the gateway of your thoughts, preventing anxieties from taking up residence in your heart. When you feel those troubling emotions creeping in, speak truth with conviction. My God stands beside me like a mighty warrior, and I refuse to live in fear. Let these words echo in your spirit, inviting hope to take root and flourish. In the realm you cannot see, my angels are poised and ready. At the mere whisper of your faithful plea, they rush in to defend and protect. But it is essential that I find in you a heart ready to believe, one that decides by choice to trust in my power, even when the evidence isn't visible. I cannot command my armies on your behalf if you remain hesitant to step forward in faith. Your willingness to stand firm is the signal that propels them into action, aligning heaven's resources for your deliverance. My desire is to shower you with blessings too numerous to count. I hold them in my hands like priceless jewels, waiting for the moment you surrender the burdens that block their path. Let me bring you to a place where your faith becomes active and alive, where you have no other choice but to depend on my promises. Only then can I surround you with my divine favor in every area of your life. But I need all of you in return, your heart, your mind, your soul. Do not hide parts of yourself from me. Hand over your past mistakes and let me wash them away. Offer your regrets and I will bury them in the deepest sea. Confess your hurts, your anger, your fears, and allow my grace to heal and restore you completely. This is the season for your family to experience my supernatural harmony, peace, and healing. Believe that my spirit is already moving in places you cannot yet see, mending relationships, softening hearts, and preparing breakthroughs. I hear every prayer you whisper for your loved ones, and I treasure each cry of concern you have for them. But remember this, as I work on their hearts, I also want to work on yours. Sometimes, to bless your family with unity, I must first calm the storm within you, so that you can become an instrument of grace in your home. Take a quiet moment now and lift your eyes heavenward. Allow my presence to settle on you like a gentle morning dew. Acknowledge how weary you've grown under the weight of stress, the restless nights, and the clouded days. Breathe out your anxieties and breathe in my peace. Visualize me standing beside you, ready to shoulder the burdens you have carried for far too long. Feel my unwavering love as it envelops you, reminding you that you are cherished, chosen, and never alone. Each time your heart races with fear, speak my promises out loud. Each time your mind spirals into worst-case scenarios, return to my word, which is stronger and more reliable than any circumstance. Let your faith in me swell with each declaration of hope. Know that through your trust, you are activating an unseen realm of protection. Angelic warriors respond to faith, not to fear, and I have placed them around you to ensure your safe passage through life's trials. I invite you to step boldly into a future shaped by my goodness. Your finances, your health, your relationships, none of these challenges are beyond my power. Release the emotions that have chained you, for they only keep you bound to the very situations you want to escape. Let me replace them with steadfast confidence, that quiet assurance that I am more than capable of seeing you through. The moment you hand over your anxieties, you create space in your life for miracles to unfold. Miracles that showcase my glory and renew your hope. And so, my beloved, the decision is yours. Will you carry your fear, resentment, and doubt alone, or will you trade them for my abundant blessings? If you truly desire transformation, bring everything to me. Leave nothing undisclosed. Do not cling to old guilt, regrets, or shame. Surrender each burden, and I will lift you to a higher place, a place where my favor rests on you and where your family can grow under the light of my healing love. I have already begun this good work in you, and I will see it through to completion. Embrace the mercy that calls your name, and let me renew you in both body and spirit. Rise each morning with the confidence that I, your God, am for you. And if I am for you, none can stand successfully against you. This is the truth I speak over your life. I am with you. I am for you. And I will guide you into victory, step by loving step. My beloved child, lean closer and share with me the hidden truths that weigh upon your heart. Do not be afraid. Nothing you confide in me will leave my presence. I long to hear your voice, raw with emotion, telling me of your fears, your regrets, your hopes, and your dreams. Unburden your soul here, where my healing touch can mend every wound, and my gentle word can restore peace to your troubled mind. When you open your mouth to speak, picture my hand resting tenderly on your shoulder, a reminder that you are never alone. Even the heaviest chains that have bound your spirit will be shattered by the power of my love. I see that these painful emotions, like nails piercing your heart, have tested your strength. But I want you to know that I am mightier than those hurts, and my power is able to dissolve every shard of grief that lingers in your soul. It is my great desire to fill you, once again, with courage and assurance, to rekindle that spark of faith within you. I made you to soar like an eagle rising on the wind, and to pursue the dreams you once believed were lost. If your wings feel weak, place them in my hands. I will renew them, strengthening you until you realize you were created for so much more than just surviving day to day. Come, sit in my presence every morning, each afternoon, and again at dusk. Let me illuminate the dark chapters of your past so we can erase them together, sentence by sentence, and write a new story, one of healing, redemption, and overflowing joy. I long for you to see yourself the way I see you, cherished, victorious, and full of purpose. Regardless of your age, your regrets, or the scars you carry, you are not disqualified from happiness. In my eyes, you remain a precious child, still bursting with potential and bearing so many blessings to share with a world that desperately needs them. I know that you have a yearning in your heart to be useful, to lift someone else's burden, to offer hope where it's lacking, to be a bright light for your family and friends. In your hands, I have placed seeds of compassion, love, and wisdom. Before you lies a vast and fertile field ready to receive them. Lift your gaze to see the soil just waiting for you to plant, so it can bring forth a bountiful harvest. Your family needs you, whether they openly say it or not, and many people around you are silently looking up to you for hope and guidance. The enemy has been relentless, trying to trap you in a prison of resentment and self-doubt, hoping you would forget how valuable you are. Wound after wound, he aimed to convince you that you are unworthy. Yet here you are, still standing, because my word penetrated your heart like a healing balm, reminding you that in me, you have infinite worth. Let me remind you of that moment when you finally surrendered and prayed, confessing your mistakes and asking for my forgiveness. That prayer was like a sweet melody in the heavenly realm, where we celebrated your return home with songs of joy. I was moved by your humility, by the genuineness of your broken heart, seeking mercy, and because of your faith, you now blaze a path toward a life renewed, one marked by hope and guided by my love. Even now your faith is lighting the way for others who watch you quietly, marveling at how far you've come. Child, I see you savoring the gift of life again, smiling when dawn breaks, finding small moments of joy even in the midst of daily cares. But I also see there are still hidden corners of your soul that harbor old regrets, unspoken hurts, and deep-seated shame. Let those matters surface. Do not keep them buried in darkness. Bring them all to me in our daily conversations. Talk with me in the morning as the sun rises. Speak to me again when you rest at night. The more you confide in me, the stronger your faith will grow. You will feel layers of heaviness peel off your back one by one, replaced by a fresh sense of freedom and lightness in your spirit. I understand that sometimes the enemy tries to creep back into your thoughts, whispering lies that you are still bound by your past, that you have no future worth hoping for. But I tell you, I have already broken those chains. Each day you commune with me, each moment you trust my guidance and stand on my promises, you tear down more of the strongholds the enemy attempts to rebuild. You are not a prisoner anymore. Your tears of remorse have led to growth and transformation. Now let tears of joy nourish the soil where I've asked you to plant those seeds of blessing. Keep reminding your heart that you and I walk this path together. I know exactly how to reach the hidden places in your soul, the places that still hurt, and the places that fear to hope again. As we visit those secret chambers, my light will banish the shadows, and my love will soothe the pain. You need only be honest, holding nothing back. Watch how I lift the burdens from your shoulders and fill you with a profound happiness that cannot be stolen or diminished. The adventure of your life is far from over. You have mountains yet to climb, dreams yet to fulfill, and relationships yet to mend. You have a testimony that will inspire many, a kindness that will change lives, and a resilience that will make the enemy's attempts futile. Allow me to remind you every day that you are deeply loved and chosen for a unique purpose. In each breath you take, sense my closeness. Sense the reassurance that I am the one holding you secure. Lean on me and realize that your potential is far greater than you've dared to imagine. Today, when you leave our sacred meeting, carry this truth with you. You are no longer the broken, wounded soul you once thought you were. You are my treasured child, restored, forgiven, free. Let the warmth of my affection wrap around you, radiating to everyone you meet. Speak words of hope to those who doubt. Share comfort with those who mourn, and gently remind them that they too can find rest in me. As you do this, your own spirit will overflow with even greater joy and peace. So come, tell me everything that weighs on your heart. Then stand and watch me work wonders in your life. Watch me open doors you never thought possible, heal relationships you considered lost, and revive dreams you nearly abandoned. I am your loving Father, your constant companion, and your unwavering support. Every single day, I wait for you to speak with me, to trust me, and to invite me into every facet of your life. Let this be the moment where you say yes to my healing embrace, yes to my restoring hand, and yes to the bright future I have prepared just for you. My precious child, I am here, listening without judgment, ready to receive every confession, every tear, every memory you've kept locked away for too long. You do not need to fear the depth of your emotions. Allow yourself to express them fully. I long to lift the weight of sadness and depression off your shoulders, to bring light into the darkness that weighs on your mind. Come, step into my presence. Let the floodgates of your tears open so that the sorrow held captive within you can finally be released. As you do, I will begin my work of healing, gently mending your heart and reminding you that brighter days are on the horizon. Trust me when I say, you will be well, and your circumstances will shift. You may not see how right now, but I hold the power to transform pain into purpose. I stand ready to remove every kind of heartbreak, renewing your spirit with a joy that no hardship can shake. I love you beyond measure, and all I ask is that you yield your burdens to me. Show your faith by allowing me to clear away the obstacles that keep tripping you up, so my perfect will can flourish in your life. Let me pour my divine power into your plans, your dreams, your daily tasks, even the hidden desires you dare not speak aloud. I am able to breathe new life into them all. Yet, my beloved, I see you clinging to relationships and friendships that have brought more wounds than blessings. You've gone back to people who tore your heart and betrayed your trust. I gently removed them from your path, hoping you would walk in freedom, but you sought them out again. There is a better life waiting for you, yet every time you revisit that old pain, you place your soul in harm's way. Those who treated you poorly once can do it again, leaving you alone and broken. Do not return to the same pit of loneliness and despair that cost you so many tears already. My own heart aches when I see you willingly stepping back into pain. Remember, you were created with a holy dignity, an intrinsic worth that no one can take from you. I, your loving Father, formed you with my own hands and set you apart for a life of peace and prosperity. That is the road I want you to travel, the road I've been carefully paving for you. Even if you've wandered from it in the past, we can begin anew right now. I am offering you another chance. Please do not brush it aside. Deep in your soul, you yearn for my affection, an affection that never fails, never runs dry, never betrays. Reflect for a moment on the faith you once held, especially in your earliest years. You prayed and sang with the confidence of a little one who believed wholeheartedly in my goodness. I remember the joy in your voice when you declared, "God is love, and God is good." You wore those truths like a shield, but as you grew, disappointments multiplied, loved ones let you down, and promises were broken. The people who claimed to care for you left you scarred and disillusioned, and somewhere in that heartache, you lost sight of the childlike trust you once had in me. But here you stand today, with so many wounds still unhealed. I have come to remind you that my arms are open wide, ready to embrace you just as you are. I see the sadness that has taken a toll on your spirit, and I do not want it to linger 1 second longer. It is time to release it all, to pour out every unspoken tear, every heartbreak, every disappointment, and allow me to replace it with renewed hope. You are not alone, even though you have felt that way for far too long. Speak to me daily, not just when the tears become overwhelming. Open your heart each morning to my comforting presence, and each evening to my gentle guidance. The more you share with me, the more I can strengthen and restore you. That tightness in your chest, that ache you've carried in silence, I want to take it from you. Surrender it all into my hands, As you do, you will feel the burdens lift from your shoulders, replaced by an inner peace that will astonish you. Your heart will lighten, and you will begin to notice beauty where you once only saw despair. Yes, my child, I promise that you can know happiness again. The path of sorrow you have walked will become a testament to my power to heal and deliver. Your testimony will encourage others who feel hopeless, and they will witness how I can turn a life around when someone dares to trust me. So hold fast to the knowledge that you are not forgotten nor forsaken, quite the opposite. You have always been at the center of my thoughts, cherished beyond words. Let me reaffirm this truth. You are more than the scars on your soul. You are more than the heartbreak you've endured. You are my beloved creation, destined for a future fashioned by my hand. Even if everyone around you fails to see your worth, rest assured, I see it. I've always seen it. It's why I continue to call you back to me, because you matter. So now, in this sacred moment, pour out your fears, your doubts, your shame. Offer up the bitterness or anger you've been harboring. These cannot stay hidden any longer. They only block the blessings I long to release into your life. Instead, let faith anchor you. Trust in me as you once did in the innocence of childhood, believing wholeheartedly that I am who I say I am, your refuge, your helper, your healer. As you give me your pain, watch me fill every empty space in your heart with light and promise. Feel your spirit awaken to possibilities you never dreamed could still be yours. And even as you walk through challenges, know that my strength is perfected in your weakness. If you stumble, I will pick you up. If you doubt, I will remind you of my steadfast nature. If you fear tomorrow, remember that I am already there, shaping your path with my loving hand. Yes, my child, speak, weep, confess. Do all that you must to unburden your heart. I have come to show you that sadness and depression do not have the final word over your life. By my power, those chains are broken. By my word, your tears are turned into joy. By my presence, every oppressive weight is lifted. Believe it. Your situation can and will change as you cling to me. Let your faith burn brightly once again, illuminating a future where healing and wholeness are yours to embrace. Hear my invitation. Return to me. Let me gather your shattered pieces and craft them into a story of redemption. The sorrow you feel has no place in the future I've prepared. I urge you, trust in my love, which stands unwavering through every season of your life. Place your hand in mine and step forward with courage, for I am with you always, eager to fill your life with happiness and make you a beacon of hope for those around you. My dear child, I want you to know that I am planning to send people your way who will extend a hand of support just when you need it most. You will never have to walk your journey alone, because I am constantly orchestrating moments of kindness and divine appointments for your benefit. Each new morning I rise before you do, waiting to shower you with my immense love, so that you feel it filling every corner of your heart. Keep this promise of mine close. Genuine happiness will flourish within you, and I am pouring fresh faith and hope into your soul, even now. Let me mend you from the deepest wounds to the smallest anxieties. I tenderly cradle your heart in my hands, and I feel it quake with emotion as my love surrounds it. It brings me profound joy to replant faith within you, the kind of wonder and trust you once had as a child, full of curiosity and awe at my goodness. I have watched over you through every hour of the night, providing rest and tranquility so that you could greet the dawn with renewed strength. My presence is faithful and unwavering. I have been there in your past. I am here in your present, and I will remain for all your tomorrows, guarding your sleep, uplifting your family, filling your home with comfort. When you feel weary, lean on me and find refuge in my arms. Keep this truth in your heart. Your life is in my hands, and you are of immeasurable worth to me. I see every disappointment, every sorrow, every concern that weighs on you. Trust me to transform them all into opportunities for growth and healing. Beyond your own heart, I also care about the peace in your home, the stillness of your soul. Very soon you will witness how many of your dearest wishes, those secret hopes tucked away in your spirit, will bloom right before your eyes. I have never hidden my desire to bless you, and rest assured, I will fulfill my word. I understand there are those whose negative voices echo in your mind, claiming that your future is bleak or that you deserve punishment. But remember, it is I who holds your future, not them. No person can override the purpose I have designed for your life. They may speak lies, suggesting you have offended me irreparably. Child, you must decide whose voice you will believe. Look around you. Notice each subtle token of my love in nature, in daily mercies, in small miracles. Have a heart of gratitude, even if your current situation isn't perfect. You have a lifetime of tomorrows ahead, brimming with hope and the promise of a brighter day. Seize that chance to rise from discouragement and walk forward in my grace. I have told you repeatedly, I yearn for the first place in your heart. When you finally invite me to sit on the throne at the center of your life, you will recognize all the ways I have tried to catch your attention. You will see that I was with you in your struggles, in those mundane days that felt so ordinary, and in moments of victory you did not even realize were mine to give. I want you to lift your eyes so you can see the multitude of blessings that surround you. Blessings I personally placed like precious gems along your path. Listen closely to my words. Read my promises. Let the truth of my scriptures sink deep into your soul, unveiling the reality that my love for you is not a mere wishful thought, but an unbreakable commitment. I desire to reveal these truths to the core of your being, where my spirit speaks and you can sense my guidance. Know that in my Son's sacrifice, there is boundless grace and forgiveness. The blood he shed has the power to cleanse every fault, every regret, every moment that weighs you down. Through his resurrection, you have access to a life brimming with purpose, peace, and eternal joy. Your loneliness, your hidden pain, and the wounds left by people who deceived you, none of these define your destiny. They are remnants of a past that I long to heal and leave behind, as far from you as the east is from the west. You have heard my call, you have felt my nudges. Now is the time to let my words truly sink in, to let my love reawaken that hope that has dimmed under layers of disappointment. I stand here, urging you to begin a brand new chapter with me. Let your heart rest in the assurance that I fully support you, even on days when the world seems void of compassion. I see a champion's heart beating inside you, a soul poised for victory, a mind capable of envisioning incredible possibilities. But in order to step into that triumphant life, you must draw closer to me. Learn more about my character, lean on my promises, and discover the depth of my affection. In that intimacy, you will find unwavering courage to conquer your greatest fears and surpass every obstacle. Understand, too, that it was never my design for you to carry your burdens alone. Your tears, your anxieties, your heartbreak. I want you to place them in my hands. Think of a child running to a loving parent, eager to share every wound, every story, every tear. That is how I long for you to come to me, trusting that my embrace is safe and my heart is big enough for all your struggles. You are my treasure, and I will never tire of hearing your voice. Soon, you will marvel at how I orchestrated every trial to form a stepping stone, every closed door to point you to a better path, every setback to build resilience in you. I have always been with you. Through the silent nights of doubt, through the laughter that brought joy, through friendships formed and sometimes lost. I whisper into your heart. Do not let regrets chain you to the past, nor fears prevent you from walking boldly into the future I have prepared. In those moments of hesitation, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. My spirit within you will guide you, comfort you, and help you see the marvelous tapestry I am weaving from the threads of your story. So, my child, open your heart to me without reservation. Seek my presence, daily, hourly, whenever you feel your hopes begin to waver. Let me remind you of your true identity as my beloved, cherished beyond understanding. Whether you stand on a mountain of success or feel lost in the valley of confusion, my voice still calls ever patiently, come to me, lean on me, know me deeper. I am the one who shapes your destiny, not the whispers of others who doubt you, nor the inner critic who tells you you're not enough. Rise up then, with the confidence of someone who knows they are adored. Inhale my promises, exhale your fears. Allow the healing warmth of my presence to wash over you, as the clouds of discouragement break away and reveal the radiant sky of possibilities. I am with you, always working on your behalf, always beckoning you into a closer walk with me. You are not defined by your past. Your future is defined by my love. Embrace my guidance, my affection, my dream for your life, and you will see how beautiful tomorrow can be when faith meets my unwavering devotion. Let today mark a new start in our relationship, where you glimpse the depths of my love and the endless scope of my plans. Rest assured, I will place the right people in your path and supply you with the resilience, wisdom, and provision you need. Calm your heart, for I am here, tending to every detail, turning obstacles into blessings, and speaking hope into every corner of your mind. Take my hand and watch as your story unfolds into one of grace, redemption, and triumphant joy. Your life will shine with a brilliance that reflects my glory, and the world will see how precious you are to me. Amen.